So my name is Jason Burciaga, and I'm here to talk about eating out versus eating at home. A lot of things that people tend to do is eat out. It's easy. It really allows you to just go pick up something, go home and eat it, and it makes life a lot easier. Not having to go home after a long day of work, go and have to eat. I mean, making your food. I mean, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong. I know making food is a lot. But hear me out. I have a solution for this, and I'm gonna get into it first. First, I want to talk about though is why people should not eat out and especially eat fast food all the time after work especially. So one thing that I would like to say is food is very important because it doesn't only affect how your body feels internally, but it affects your brain and how you think and how maybe all these psychological things that are happening in your life could be because of food, such as anxiety, depression, and everything else, irritability. Like, I mean, food is a realm of so many things, and what we put in is what we're going to get out. So one thing that I want to say is eating cheeseburgers, number one, is just going to be bad for your overall cholesterol. I mean, it's going to give you brain fog. I mean, not only that, but eating too much meat in general will do that for you too. I mean, even if you're cooking at home and you're having a lot of meat, that's also could be a very bad one. As me, a meat eater myself, I love to have my steaks, my tri-tips, my briskets, all that. But everything's in moderation, right? We need to be able to have chicken, veggies, and throw in our greens and throw in our fats like nuts, avocados, and all that stuff. So once we're able to get in that type of area, we're going to start to get into a green zone instead of a red, instead of having to force our body to eat all these bad stuff after work, such as In-N-Out and all these places that are really yummy, but end up hurting us in the long run. So, I got the chance to really think about what I wanted on this topic, and I came down with it. So I think that people need to get into a realm of kind of just making food at home, but not making food at home because I know it's very hard to go out and buy groceries. Stuff's expensive, right? I mean, it's easier to go buy a $2 burger instead of having to go buy chicken that's, and all these other groceries. It's expensive nowadays, and not a lot of people, could afford a lot of it, and it's very reasonable. Like, I get that. Like, so I made up a solution. So one thing that I wanted to get into was to kind of counter argue that with saying, okay, if this is too much for you, then let's get into something called meal prep. And meal prep is a thing that you could do from Sunday to Friday, and you won't have any stress. Everything will be made. You already pre-made it. So it's like a pre-made kind of diet. So what you do is you go to the grocery store, you get your produce, you go ahead and get your eggs, your rice, whatever you want, right? You create at least 3 meals for the week, and you create those meals in bulk. So when you create the meals, you're making a lot of chicken at once on a Sunday, you're making a lot of rice in a rice cooker, you're steaming up veggies. You're getting that ready, you're getting that compound ready, and let's just say that's lunch. Then, after you created about 6 meals of that for the week, you create a breakfast. It could be just potatoes, eggs, and like a green, or it could be like eggs, rice, and steak. I don't know. You could create that. You could get creative here. And you make that for 6 days of the week or 5 days of the week, and you have that for breakfast. And then after you're done meal prepping that, you get into your dinner. You could get into salmon, rice. You get into not even salmon. It could be halibut. Other types of fish. Even if you want another steak, I know I said you should stay away from red meat, but this is ultimately way better than eating out, such as like In-N-Out or Burger King or all these other fast food places. So for dinner, you can get creative with it, whatever you want, but just meal prepping is essentially making your food in big bulk and making it for 5 days down the line, so you could take it with you on the go, and you could eat it quickly, and it's accessible, it's easy, it's going to be able to be a lot better for you than having to go to work and worrying about, oh, well, I would rather just, pick up something way easier. I had a long day. So it's just kind of like one of those things where it's going to make your life a lot easier, and it's going to make you feel a lot better. Clear your brain of brain fog, anxiety, depression. It'll help you lose weight if that's your goal. It'll help you gain weight if that's your goal. There's just so many things that you could do with this, and I really truly believe that meal prepping is going to help you a lot if this is what you like, and saving money too. This helps you save money because you're buying the food in bulk instead of all at once, and it lasts you about 5 to 6 days instead of only 2. I know it is very expensive, so that is what I came up with in meal prepping, and I just want to say I understand it's a lot, but if you could really get into that realm of, making your food in a set day and kind of getting that overall nutritional value, saving money, and ultimately accomplishing what you need to accomplish. It's going to do you a lot of service. But thank you guys.